they doing?
What are they doing? This painting is my favorite painting. And if you don't recognize why, I feel sorry for you. Daddy. He painted all these pictures. And they're doing fraud to him. And they're trying to sell the pictures. What's the word? Embezzlement? Look. Some of them sold. Of course, not the pictures he made of me. He didn't sell any of my Grimes pictures. I don't think he's getting the money for these. Well, somebody's gonna pay.
Through the glass doors to the right.
Those glass doors.
Yes. We'll just
At the end. Okay, thank you. I've never seen the pool. I've been here before, but I didn't know it. Because the whole entire staff tranquilized me, and I was only a baby. And I came here asking about the robes and shoes, and I was like, I've never been to a fancy motel like this, and I stuck around for a while, and I started to remember, yes, I have. I most certainly have. I've been here. I not only have been here, I built this motel with my brother. When I was a baby, and they tranquilized us and kicked us out. Oh! There it goes. And so I had to stay here because I had an appointment. And I found out that the whole city of Amarillo is fraud. I can't wait to meet the mayor. Because look at the last time I found out the mayor was frauding our marriage. Not like a bunch of guys frauding our marriage. Locked. Sama. No, it's not enough for you. And I had never seen the pool before, so I had a couple drinks and some plates. I got some chips so I could eat some soup later because I don't have no spoon or fork. Usually they give plastic spoons and forks. Oh, I saw a video and it kind of looks like, well, that don't matter. A lot of stuff looks like a lot of stuff, and some of it is and some of it's not. So, I don't even know what to do about this. Like, come to find out, I'm like a whole dynasty, and I thought I was just some retard off the street. Like, come to find out, I had magic and everything. And all this time I thought I was just some retard off the street. I'm 40 years old. I'm 40 years old. I'm just finding it out. This place is nice. This is a little bit swanky. Can't imagine being a baby doing all of this and finding out 40 years later and never having any clue about my whole entire life. And to come here and see the same people or similar looking people, that means they're doing fraud impersonation or just fraud or whatever. I guess the saying goes, the more the merrier. Look at the gym. Some pool towels. I've been here for a couple days and I haven't even been over here. Why didn't they tell me about this stuff when I first got here? Right? Like I had time to do all this. And this is just one. This is a Hilton. This Hilton was built, it was supposed to be free for the military. We'll come to find out the military is fraudulent. Everything's fraudulent. The police are fraudulenting me. The president's fraudulenting me. Everybody's fraudulenting me. Imagine thinking for 40 years you were just some retard being shoved out on the street and then find out that you're the whole embassy. Girl is the empress above the president, above the queen, above Princess Diana, my mother. Imagine finding out your mother was Princess Diana and you didn't know. 40 years and you didn't know. But the security guard kind of looks like Kurt Cobain. I wonder if he knows, or if he's just that. One of those impersonators. He's not here. Which I'm glad. Because he might need to pop me if I don't stay away from him. Even if he was my daddy, right? Kurt Cobain.
Oh, here it is. Hi, Lily.
I'm gonna let her go because she got cute and everything, and I don't know her and she don't know me. Besides, why not enjoy these lovely pictures that my daddy painted? Don't know. I kind of like remember them tranquilizing us and putting us out, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna have somebody else sign them or whatever." He did all of these pictures. He made this particular art gallery for me when we built this motel 40 years ago, and it was so weird because I noticed something. I've been here for a couple of days and I noticed something when I came in, and that there was a food bag left. There was a food bag left at the desk in the business center. It's a small business center for such a big hotel. And there was a food bag left. And it was like this motel had not been touched in 40 years. Since the last time I was over there, like by the computer. Like that could have been evidence. And I remember when I came here and I thought this little glass room was so cool. But they did something weird to me, like they trapped me in there. They trapped me in there and they tranquilized me. It was so disgusting. One more time, because my daddy is so sweet. Or that he used to be. But I love Kurt Cobain. And it's just, I don't even, like, what if somebody looks similar and I mistake them for him and they play me? Or what if I don't recognize him? This one's open. I'll take a different one. I don't like riding in the elevator with strangers. And I don't know what to do about it. But look. Kurt Cobain made these photos for me. What does it say the artist is? It says sex. Oh, it says sex and violence. This is the artist is Western Plaza, Edward Cavazos, Mixed Media, $750. Cerulean Gallery, 806-576-0063. Look, somebody signed it. What does it say? Cavazos. I don't even know. But I remember when they needle popped us and kicked us out of our motel that we built. They told us that they were going to do that. This one says chapter. And they told us that they were going to have somebody else sign them. And it's so wrong. They're selling them, and they are selling. Some of the other ones sold. I took some pictures of them before they sold. And there's like pictures all over. Pictures of Atreyu, the unicorn. I love it. Pictures from the rodeo. You know who else I thought I saw in the breakfast bar this morning? The Hillside Strangler. Kenneth Bianchi. Look. So every time these people used to beat me up when I was a baby, and my brother, my father, my lover, Matthew Duffy, Kurt Cobain, he would take me to this beautiful unicorn who would give me back my life. And for why he would even bring me to the unicorn just to abandon me, I cannot tell you. I have no idea. Like, what a waste, right? But he was a beautiful man, and I was a baby, and that's what happened. And he also did this. I remember him telling me about how he painted it. Aww, thank you, puppies. He said that he painted this, like this is the unicorn Atreyu from the Never Ending Story. And he painted it this way because he was afraid that if they found out that they would take the photos down, and we left evidence like that. Because, let's see, what does it say? It says Mason Taylor did this photo, but I don't know if that's like, you know, sometimes we use different names, or sometimes they would tranquilize us and we'd forget our names, so we'd have to just come up with a new name. The 80s were crazy. And that's all I have to say about that. There's no other explanation. And, so I've had my share of names. I've counted at least 200. And then you kind of lose track after 200 once you find out that you're that big. And not just because of my age or my weight, but God have mercy, I've had my share of synthol shots, not by choice. And there's another one that I really want to point out because I don't think that a lot of people would know or recognize this. And I really love him, how smart he is for doing this. Because, I mean, a lot of people would probably just think, oh, this is a bunch of squares and blob. Okay, sort of. But we're from Santorini, Greece. And he was basically like, I don't know, the king, the boss, the Shah. And this is Santorini. So I don't think that a lot of people would know that unless you knew the artist personally. Which, duh, he painted all the pictures. And he's just such a beautiful person that way. But what can I do? Go get my battle axe and come be the Grim Reaper? I guess that's kind of what they expect me to do. Well, I don't know if I can do that. Like, seriously, what if I don't find my daddy? What if I don't find my daddy? Well, I just might have to, you know? Obviously, he's not here. If he is, he didn't say hi to me. He always says hi to me because he's always the one who has to come rescue me. Because these girls get jealous that he's my daddy. I'm like, oh, you're Kurt Cobain's daughter, and everyone hates that. These girls hate that. Because they want to be Kurt Cobain's baby. They want to be Francis Cobain. I've had my face ripped off, my whole entire skin ripped off. My nose, my lips. It's been nothing but crazy, crazy, crazy. But it's been fun finding out. No, like, you just expect to see somebody like that when you come here and you like have this face, the face of the paintings that have been there for 40 years. But like I said, it was like when I got here, it was like nothing had been touched in 40 years. Like they just threw all of this together. They just left it that way. I don't know. However they left it. Foreclosure fraud. That's how long it takes for foreclosure, about 30 or 40 years. And before, I didn't find the security guard because I was going to ask them to come check my room because I'm getting really suspicious because last time I was here, they broke in my room. I don't remember if they was here. I don't remember they were here before. And this is the same room. Like, how coincidentally is that they put me in the same exact room, too? Like, maybe I want to see the other rooms or something. I don't even know. But I just got what was available, what I could afford. And coincidentally, it was the same exact thing, you know. And it just all seems like a show, you know. It seems fake. It seems put on, you know. Like nothing has been touched in 40 years. Like that food bag was here before, you know, and I saw it there and by the computer, and I don't even know. They're probably like, oh man, this is so gross. He probably like looked in it and was like, gross, we can't. He probably, you know, left it there for a while, and then he was like, realized that nobody was coming back from their food, and then threw it away. Like, and that made me realize, because I did not think that the security guard was Kurt Cobain, but I noticed that he looked kind of similar, and he kind of looked similar to Machine Gun Kelly too. And I've always noticed that Kurt Cobain was like that. You know, a lot of people who look like him like to hang around, or people who like did their hair like. He went through this phase where Kurt Cobain, where he had long hair, but when he would do his hair differently, he would look like so different. And so I noticed that all these people with different people would do their hair, and they'll hang around like similar places when it's not him. So when it is him, I've always had a hard time recognizing him, because he looks so different, like different color of hair, different kind of haircut, you know. And as celebrities, movie stars, especially as big as you are and sought after as you are, you know, you might even have to resort to tanning lotion and stuff, because people harass you like that, like I've been talking about, like being needle popped and getting kicked out. And I wasn't even a whole 1 year old. I don't think I was a whole month old, you know. I did. And to have these memories come flooding back like that, you know, it's a very scary thing. And you know, it just makes me realize, you know, maybe he's out there somewhere and he doesn't know who he is. Like, either being awesome, being Kurt Cobain, maybe he really died, maybe he didn't. And that's very heartbreaking for me, because I'm Francis Cobain, I'm his baby, you know. Like, they give me all kinds of different names. Like, how is he supposed to find me? If, you know, how am I supposed to find him if he's not? And I guess that's the whole idea. And, you know, like, he really could just be, like, in the next room. He could have been, like, a person who slopped all this together. You know, like, and that's so terrifying to think that, you know, that my daddy would do that to me, or that these fraudulent people would do that to me. You know, people that I cared about, you know, relied on, you know, people that I took care of, not even knowing, being that young of a newborn baby, and everything that I went through. It's a lot to take in, you know. It's truly unbelievable, but it happened. Like, I'm here, you know. Look at me, I'm here, you know. Like, I know this really happened. And like, when I first got here, and the first thing I said was, I've never been in a fancy motel like this before. I didn't remember to think that not only have I been in a fancy motel like this, I was here in the same exact room with the same exact robe and slippers. And not only was I here before, but I built this, and I built, well, I don't have the full memory of that, but I remember there was a bunch of water fountains across the street, and now there's only one row, and it's just like the ground is full of fraudulent history. And I'm just like, what are they teaching these kids in school, you know? Because this is stuff that I learned in school, and they just going through all the books away and put new books with fraud. You know, that's how deep and serious this fraud thing goes, you know, with frauding the government. And I know a lot of people don't agree with what the government does, and, you know, some people aren't getting their needs met. And I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry that this happened to me. I'm sorry that this happened to us, because that's what it came for, was to help people. And they're frauding that much, they want it for themselves, and they want to enslave everybody, and they want to take down the government. Well, I made the money. I made the money. I generated it through magic or heavenly manna. I don't know what your preference is, how to explain it, and they're stealing everything. This was the national treasure. This money, this magic was supposed to lay the streets in gold. It was supposed to be everything everyone wanted, and certain people got greedy, and I was only a baby. And certain people got greedy, and they ruined it for everyone, and now it's just like a regular life. You know, this is supposed to be heaven. This is supposed to be post-rapture, like postpartum, after you have the baby, not before, so, it's like people are stuck, and, it's like people's mindsets are stuck in pregnancy, and we're not in the pregnancy anymore, we're in the postpartum, okay, so it's like people are stuck in living a life, and it's like we've all died, and what we make of it is heaven or hell, and I had that power to do stuff, and I did stuff like make money, and people were so obsessed with these concepts that they turned me into a retard. Not only did they take away my wings and my power, but they turned me into a human retard. I was not just a regular smart human. I was an extraterrestrial. I cannot explain this completely. I died. I went to heaven. I came back with wings. Some people call me Jesus. Some people call me Satan. And the concepts are just so immaculate that it's hard to comprehend. And some people, just have set in their ways, like it's good or bad, and I'm just, I've been through so much, I'm open-minded, whatever you want to call me, that's what it is, and I'm not here to take anything away from anybody. I came to give these gifts. I don't know why they would ruin it for everybody. It's not even that great what they got. They took so much, and it's not even that great. This is a nice motel, right, for Earth, right? But what if this was heaven, and this was supposed to be as good as it gets? It's not that great. Everyone's still expecting to die and see something greater than this, greater than a breakfast bar, a couple drinks in the evening with some snacks, that's great. So what? We don't need it to be that fancy, but it wouldn't hurt. The people out there suffering that don't need to be suffering. So I don't. It's just all so much. It's all so much, but that's so sweet. That my daddy Kurt Cobain. My daddy's Kurt Cobain. So he adopted me when my parents died, and I went through several fosters, but a lot of people wanted me, and I never understood that why, but the foster parent that I really loved, that really touched my heart and really made something out of it was the Goblin King, Kurt Cobain, David Bowie, Maggie Dovey, Bad Lights, all these names. It's crazy. They shouldn't do that, but they did. So this is the world that we live in, a whole new world. Kind of sucks, right? It makes you want the old world back, because we were doing good, but now we're not, and I can't tell you. I don't have the answers. I don't have the answers anymore. I've given as many answers. I've given as much as I could, but I will continue to do the best that I can, and nobody really calls on me for anything except to keep covering up. Nobody calls on me unless they want to needle pop me. I don't got no man, I don't got no family, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers no more. Not even Kurt Cobain is hitting me up no more, It's like they realize that they've took everything from me and this is all we have. This is all everyone has. And I worry. So, good luck. You're gonna need it. I keep dropping this. I didn't have an ice bag. I had one, but it had ice in it from the last guest. So I used my own bag. Oh, butter. Oh, here's one water. Let me go. Never. Oh. Those are free drinks. Okay, come on now. They weren't really free. But, pardon. But those 2 free drinks were just enough. Just enough. And I found them. I think I always drop it. I don't. And I found this place used to be full of lavender because the king lived across the street on the other side. He had lavender fields.